Music is nothing if the audience is deaf. However, an error is an error and there's nothing wrong with correcting errors. I'm well aware that I sound like a robot, so hopefully I don't get confused with Stephen Hawking. Atheism, good enough for these idiots. Many of you may be familiar with this photo, but did you know that the majority of these famous people are even atheist? Let's examine the sarcastic picture, shall we? Benjamin Franklin said God governs in the affairs of men. Mark Twain said none of us can be as great as God, but any of us can be as good. Carl Sagan said I am an agnostic. Thomas Jefferson said say nothing of my religion. It is known to myself and my God alone. Abraham Lincoln said I know that the Lord is always on the side of the right. But it is my constant anxiety and prayer that I and this nation should be on the Lord's side. Albert Einstein said in view of such harmony in the cosmos which I, with my limited human understanding, am able to recognize, there are yet people who say there is no God. But what really makes me angry is that they quote me for the support of such views. Albert referred to them as fanatical atheists. Charles Darwin said I have never been an atheist. That's kinda hard to believe, but it's straight from the horse's mouth. So Ernest Hemingway is the only legit atheist on this picture. Here's your poster boy. Tragically, he committed suicide. Only one of these 8 examples is an atheist. I find this a little idiotic. If not comical, I mean, a deception couldn't be much more deceptive. Only 12.5% correct, that's a 87.5% error. Either someone didn't do their homework or they committed a fraud by using false information to support their religion. I'm just gonna give the author the benefit of the doubt because the latter would be leaned towards conspiracy. I mean, if evolution is so scientific, then no atheist should have to resort to using misleading information, right? Regardless of what the intentions were, this photo is nothing more than a deception. Anyone can make a list of people who have the same belief. What does this prove? Well, it proves either someone made it without doing any research or having prior knowledge of the subjects, or some random atheist was desperate enough to use false information to support his religion. I could use this Huffington Post to argue that more Americans believe in creation, but that's all it shows evidence for. More Americans believe in God, it's nothing more than majority opinion. They are both weak arguments and have no effect on the status quo. You are more than welcome to brag all you want. Just don't misrepresent these well-known Homo sapiens to deceive other homos. However, we can't really blame them for wanting some better role models. Ever wonder what a real atheist all-star lineup would look like? Here is yet another poster boy image which acknowledges hell. Notice they still have Charles Darwin, Mark Twain and Albert Einstein in the atheist roster. Pencils have erasers because people make errors. An error does not become a mistake until you refuse to correct it. John F. Kennedy. They even included Michael Shermer, who admits that they are still searching for evidence for evolution and that people shouldn't hook your faith to any scientific argument.
Don't hook your faith to any scientific argument, because what are you going to do if it's wrong? Some of them we're very confident in, others we're less confident in, others we admit that we're just guessing, we don't know, more data needs to be collected. Don't hook your faith to any scientific argument.
Oh, and guess what? That includes any belief, even evolution. This popular atheism poster just got debunked. God bless. Albert referred to them as fanatical atheists.